So I asked Janki a minute ago, are you feeling good? And her response was,
I am feeling great. Why am I feeling great, Jesse?
because this is 10-minute labs. We got 10 minutes. We're going to start the timer in a second. So if you don't know us, I'm Jesse Zagorski. I'm one of the hosts of 10-minute labs. And this is Janki Patel, who's also one of the
moderators
and LabCoatAgents, but also a host of 10-minute labs. You host this show just like me.
Yeah,
Only we're flipping the script tonight. So you get to be interviewed. Tonight, you're in the hot seat.
I am in the hot seat.
All right. So let's do this. Let's just jump in because this is 10-minute labs. Ready? So let's get my little phone here. Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
Your timer is set for 10 minutes.
All right. We got our 10-minute timer. So let's get going. Instead of asking my normal favorite question, I want to ask you something different. What did you do directly before we started this 10-minute labs?
I meditated. Okay. So for me, meditation is so important. I start my day off with meditation. It's something that I just have to do. Okay. You know, the must-have. You know, when you're doing your business and you're so wrapped up with your must-haves for your clients. Well, what about your must-have for you? What about you? What about this right here? Right. A few weeks ago, I was taken to the hospital. They had to call 911. I was completely unconscious. And I was completely unconscious. And they didn't know if I had a heart attack or what it was. And ever since that day, I realized that this matters, right? You matter. So what are you doing for you every single day? So what I started doing is, of course, I do work out and I do drink my water and all of that good stuff, right? But I meditated. And I started that, and I started meditating 2 weeks ago, and I feel so good. So what I do is a midday meditation as well. I love it. A midday meditation, only 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes out of your time. You could do this, right? Take a break for 10 minutes.
I love it. I love it. And I'll ask some other questions about other things, but now I'm just curious. So for the midday meditation, are you listening to a guided meditation? Do you do something specific, or you just kind of go for it?
No, what I do is I put my headphones on, which are noise cancellation headphones. And then I put my Calm app on right here in the office. And I'm like, whew, okay, time to breathe in and breathe out. And all it takes is 10 minutes of your time to kind of calm your brain down, stop your brain for a second into just motion of go, 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 go. You could do it in your car. You could do it in your office. You could do it anywhere. Just take 10 minutes out to shut down for a second and watch what happens. Let's go the next moment.
I feel like I was meant to host this one because you're giving instructions directly to me. So on my AirPod case, I don't know if you can see it on there, but you know what I have engraved on the outside of my AirPod case? It says breathe. I literally had it engraved so I could remember to breathe because I forget to breathe half the time. All right, so let's keep rolling forward. Tristan, when you watch this, by the way, Tristan is like a meditation. Just talking to Tristan is like a meditation, by the way. That's a side note. All right, so with all that's going on in the world, with everything that's there, what do you obsess over in the world of real estate?
I obsess over professionalism. I obsess over ethics. I obsess over integrity. There's so much out there that, you know, we as agents have to handle. And then you want to ask yourself, what are you doing and what are you not doing for your clients every single day? Are you being ethical? Are you being a professional? Are you answering that call? And are you being a professional to other realtors? Right? We see so much in our business. You don't answer your calls as a realtor. Well, why are you in this business? Right? I mean, really think about it. That is so important. We're in the relationship business. We need to focus on what is most important, and that is to be ethical to other agents and yourself, of course, and other agents and your clients, and be a professional too. We tend to forget that.
I love it. I love it. Very, very, very sage words. So with everything going on in the world this year, what do you see as the biggest opportunity to grow your business between now and the end of the year?
Biggest opportunity I see is what I've done for myself sorry about that. What I've done for myself.
You're so popular.
What I've done what I've done for myself is that I've embedded myself in videos, right? I've embedded myself, just dived right into it. And what I want to see myself grow in my business and make it a part of my business is videos. Be a part of networking. I tend to shy away from all of that. And I used to kind of sort of shy away saying, I don't need to do it. I'm doing great in business. I'm building my team. I'm doing wonderful. And then I realized COVID hit us. And it's like, okay, time to shift, time to change. What am I doing within that shift? And that was one of the things, is that video being on spot on camera, right?
Interesting. And you hear people like in LCA, they toss around video all the time, right? Agents always here do video. Have you picked a certain direction of what you're doing with your videos? Is there anything specific you're doing with it? Like what niche are you doing within video?
That is a great question, because I am also embedding BombBomb into my business, right? My real estate business. But however, I am doing this. I dived into LabCoatAgents and I started doing Facebook Lives. And in that Facebook Lives, what I want to do is send a really good resonating message, a message that resonates with everyone, our listeners, our audience out there, our realtor friends out there. I want to pass every morning a message to everyone. In fact, I wrote it down today. It's about, how do you listen? How do you calmly, patiently listen to someone instead of having your mind do 10 other things and not really focused on one thing at a time? Because we're squirrels. We tend to squirrel away and do 10 other things. But how do you focus your mind and listen to someone that's talking to you?
That is something that we probably within 10 minutes is a whole separate training. You and I should get on and do a whole thing. I have a whole training I do on listening. Listening, I think, is one of the core skills as a real estate agent, that if you get that right, everything else works.
Exactly. And that is so important in our business, because whether it's us, whether it's, you and I talking, whether it's, just talking, listening to our clients, whatever it is, the whole point is to listen. And today's meditation was one of the most sincere forms of respect is actually listening to what another has to say. That's one of the biggest forms of respect that you can give someone.
And how, I really want to go into the world of how do you show respect. Well, it's okay. We'll keep rolling for now. So I want to ask, because I want to ask a couple of questions. So experienced agents, brand new agents, there's different worlds, but during COVID, all these changes. What do you think is the biggest mistake that an experienced agent is making right now? Given everything in the world, what's the mistake you see experienced agents making over and over right now?
Being very negative about what's going on in the world. Being very negative and saying, oh, well, people are not going to go out in COVID. People are not going to go out. It's fires. If you really listen to what you're saying, what you focus on expands, Jesse, right? I'm a strong believer in that. I'm a strong believer in the universe. What you put out there is what you're going to get. So if you continue feeding yourself all that negativity, saying, oh, you know what, it's a COVID times, I'm not going to go out there and show properties, or the fires are so bad out here, the weather is so bad out here, it's not going to work for my clients. Well, guess what? It's not.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's what I want to tell experienced and new agents out there. Don't think that, you can sit around. If you're really serious about your business, go out there and make it happen for you. Don't expect it to come to you either. Right? I think that's another thing to be important, to really focus in on.
Yeah, I love it. And we didn't say at the beginning. So what market are you in?
I'm in the Bay Area. I'm in Fremont, California, the Bay Area, Northern California.
Love it. So the Bay Area is traditionally just a very hot market. I mean, it's just like the rest of the country. So if someone's a brand new agent watching this and they're in a hot market like the Bay Area, what advice would you give to a brand new agent?
I would tell a brand new agent is to start focusing on one thing, that is relationship building by lead generation. Okay. Now that is a mouthful, what I just said to a new agent, right? The new agent's going, what does that mean really? Well, what I mean by that is start creating relationships, start building your network of talking to people, sphere of influence, start your conversations out there, and don't be timid. Don't be afraid. Don't be doing negative self-talk. I think negative self-talk is the worst thing you can do for yourself. And that's when your agents and experienced agent will start diving down. Don't do that to yourself.
I love it. All right. So after this wraps up, because we're getting close to the end of our 10 minutes here, do you need to do another meditation, or is the one before, was that enough to get you set up?
that was enough.
Okay, cool.
Time is enough. I think 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, mid afternoon, and then 1 at night when I'm completely writing my gratitude journal and I'm completely calm. What am I grateful for? How was my day? What am I planning to do tomorrow? And what kind of difference am I going to make? What one thing am I going to do tomorrow to make a difference in someone's life?
I love it. Can we do the lightning round? Because I've hosted a lot, and I've yet to get to the lightning round. And I have a whole list of questions. Let's do some.
Go.
All right. Best book you read in the last 6 months?
The One Thing.
Ooh, okay. Favorite podcast? Do you have a favorite podcast?
Not really.
Okay. Do you have a favorite song?
I do. It's Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, I love it. What do you do when you're not doing real estate?
Oh, I enjoy with my family. I love my family. I just go out to the beach, drive. I drive to the beach. Love the water.
I love it. And are you finding more time with the family or less time with the family since COVID?
More time with the family. In fact, I am actually doing things in a productive manner to make that happen.
All right. So that'll be our last question we'll probably have time for. In terms of changes post-COVID, what are you doing to have more productive manner? What does that mean? How did you do that? Oh, we'll have to save that for next time. I knew we were getting close. Janki, this has been so much fun.
Oh, it's been a blessing to just be with you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. Woo, let's go.
There we go. 10-minute labs, wrapping up with your favorite song, Eye of the Tiger. Everybody, enjoy your weekend. Have a good night.
Have a great weekend. Bye. That's my song.